Hello and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to cover the OMS module of BetterCommerce solution. OMS is order management system, and we are going to cover a few elements from here, like order fulfillment, in stock type, back order, drop ship, mixed order, and we'll see the process of fulfillment by pick, pack, and ship. Then we'll see purchase order management, inventory management, managing bins and location, and we'll also touch base the mobile stalker app whoever it's used in the process of order fulfillment and inventory management. So let's go to the OMS module, and this is the dashboard where we land, and let's start by going to sales order. We have sales order, you can view and start fulfilling the orders, forward orders, and all the predefined views if you want to see directly all the orders in the big straight back or into dispatched. So let's go to view and apply the filter. Let's say 4 weeks. Let's see if we have any orders here. Yeah, we have an order, a couple of orders here to be demonstrated. So as you can see at the top, we have different states of the order, different stages. New, when the order comes in the system for the first time, it's in the new state. Then you create a pick list that goes to the pick tab where you do the picking. And once picking is done, it's moved to the pack where packing is done. And once all the boxes are packed, they are kept in a separate area in the awaiting shipment. And you wait for your carrier to come and then you dispatch them. So under new, we can see it's further segregated into different subtypes called stocks, back order, drop ship, mixed order, and pre-orders. These are called the fulfillment types. Now we need to understand what are fulfillment types. So you have a warehouse where you have 50,000 products. Uh, let's say you have 30,000 products in your catalog that you have it available in the warehouse ready to be shipped. So when you get an order from the customer or you receive multiple orders throughout the day from the customers which are there in your warehouse, you start picking them and pack and ship them to the customer. They are in stock items. Then we have back order. Back order are kind of products where you don't have the stock available in the warehouse, but once you receive the orders from the customer, you create a purchase order for the suppliers, and when they send you the suppliers send you the goods, you do the GR and you have the items in stock, then you start fulfilling the orders. Then dropship is something, as you understand already, that you don't keep the item in stock and you simply get the orders from the customer. You direct those orders via purchase order to the suppliers and they fulfill the orders on your behalf. And an order combination of all these three items like in-stock item, back order, and dropship is called mixed order. And then pre-order, for which you don't have the stock as of now and you're launching the product, few days, few months, few weeks down the line. Once you have the products available in the warehouse, you ship them, is called pre-order. Now, in this video, let's try to understand a simplest way to fulfill the order. Let's say you have an order or you have multiple orders, you select them here, and the warehouse manager reviews the order and sees how many items are there and creates a pick list. A pick list is created. Now this pick list can be printed and assigned to a picker. The picker will use a BetterCommerce stalker app, the mobile app that we have, and go in the warehouse, will scan the bin, will scan the product and pick the item and take it to the packing station where packing is done and shipping is done. So I'm going to demonstrate this process using this OMS web app. Let's say I'm going to pick this from this bin. So as you can see, this particular item, one item is ordered, one unit of this product is ordered, and we have it in three different bins. We have total 251 units, 51 in this bin, 100 in this bin, and 100 in this bin. So picker decides where to pick this from. So picker goes to the warehouse, scans this bin from the mobile app, scans this product and picks one item. The item, one unit gets deducted from this particular quantity that this particular bin holds. And you select here and create on picked. The picker's job is done. Picker has picked the item and kept it in the packing station. The order is now residing in the pack station. The packer will see this order, arrange it based on the orders. Like a packer has 10 items kept right there on the desk and he has 5 or 7 orders. He will see the pick list, he will pick the item and put it in the box, will print the invoice, put it in the box, and then will generate a label. Label generation is totally API based, so or you can have your manual carrier. You print the label, you paste it on the box, you can see the consignment number right here, and you can click on pack. Now the box has been packed and it's awaiting to be shipped. Now in the evening or whenever your carrier truck is in the warehouse, you put the box there You scan the box using the mobile app and you mark them as dispatched. Or you can simply put the boxes in the truck and you select the orders from here and click on dispatched. The order has been dispatched, the status of the order changes, and the customer receives an email, the order has been dispatched from the warehouse. This is a simple flow how an order right from the customer placing the order till how it reaches to the customer's doorstep. The pick, pack, ship journey is fulfilled using the OMS. Now, moving on. So this is a simple order fulfillment journey. There can be different exceptional scenarios that might occur. For example, the picker goes ahead in the warehouse and finds a particular product is damaged or it's not in stock. So he can move the particular item to the exception that this item is out of stock, and a handling of those exception scenarios is done separately within this OMS. Now let's go to the purchase order. Purchase order is basically the orders that you create for the suppliers when you are running out of stock for a few items, or you are about to run out of stock. So you create a purchase order, you add the items, you review them and send it to the vendor. The status of the purchase order is changed to send to the vendor. The vendor can acknowledge it and send the goods to you. Once you have received the goods, you can simply go and do the GRN by clicking on a receive button that you can find it right here. This PO has already been GRN. So you click on receive, you get all the items that you had ordered pre-populated there, and you get an option to select the receive quantity. If you had ordered 50, you will count the items that you have received. You will put that count 49, 51 or 50. And once you have done that, you will simply click on save and the GRN is done and inventory gets updated. Now by default, you unload the truck and keep those items in the receiving bay, a separate bay in the warehouse. So the default bin, the location is assigned as receiving bay. Later on, you can use the stock allocation feature from the mobile app and assign them the actual bins, or you can simply do a stock transfer from here and move it to the bin you want. All right, moving ahead, inventory management, which is again quite important and crucial. So this is the inventory listing page where you can see all the items here with their delivery center, inventory type, stock on hand, allocated is the order that you have already received, and ATS is the available to sell. So let's try to understand this with an example. Okay, we have it in the first page. So this particular product, we have a 9,998 stock on hand, and you have received 4 orders already. So you have 4 allocated, which you cannot count as your ATS available to sell. So your ATS is 9994 right now, and this is what website is going to show. So you can only receive 9994 orders, more orders. And once you have received these many orders, this will be set to 0 so that you don't receive any further orders, you don't end up doing overselling. And just to understand more about the inventory, you can click on one of the products to fetch the details, and the detail of the product gives you quite comprehensive view about the suppliers that it has, the basic information, the dimensions, and the inventory position summary. So this is grouped by color. Like this particular product has black, lawn green, light steel blue, light steel, and then different sizes 4, 8, 6, 4, 6, 8, and different stores that you have and what is the inventory count in those stores. And if you scroll down below, you can see inventory log. This product doesn't have inventory log as of now, but yeah. So when a stock, let's pick a different product to show you inventory log. Maybe this. Here we go. So inventory log is like an audit trail. So you had 100 units of a product, and after a week you see you just have 45. You want to know where did those 55 products go. So this is a complete audit trail, audit trail where you can see how many has been picked, how many dispatched, how many have been transferred out from that bin. So you can see the negative value here. You had 100, you have transferred 15, 5, 5, then you have transferred back in positive numbers. You have received this many, you have allocated. So if any order is dispatched, any adjustment has been done, any transfer in has been done or transfer out has been done, complete transaction is recorded so that you have a complete trail of all the inventory movements so that you don't get lost about missing items. Moving ahead, we have the stock take. Stock take is again quite crucial. So in regular intervals, you want to do a stock take. You physically count the items in your warehouse and you match it with the system. So if they tally, that is good. If they don't, you need to make sure that your system is feeded with the right information. So the system says you have 100 units, but when you do a recounting, you see you just have 99. One is damaged maybe, or you don't have a trail of one. So you feed the system with the right information so that the automation part of pick, pack, ship goes smoothly. So whenever you receive an order and you dispatch it, one unit, that many units gets deducted from your main count. And if you receive any returns, that if it's a resellable return, if the returned item is in resellable state, that gets added back to the inventory. So it's important that you do the stock take in regular intervals to keep the system healthy. And stock take is quite easy. You can do the stock take using the mobile app or the OMS web app. You simply have to click here and download this standard template, feed the information, the stock code, the current on hand, and the bin, the location, and upload the file. It takes a minute to upload all the files and feed the system with the right set of information. Similarly, you can do a stock transfer between stores or different warehouses you have. Stock request is something a different warehouse or different store can request from the main warehouse. If they are running out of stock, they can request for some stocks. You can review the request and you can create a transfer and send the items to the stores. The sent item, the transfer items gets deducted from your main warehouse and gets added in the store's inventory. Then you have delivery centers where it's quite easy to maintain all your stores and warehouses. So you click on add delivery center and give the name, code, and basic information. And is it a physical store, is it a warehouse, or is it a supplier location? So you feed those information, and then you can also manage the bins within that location. For example, you have a warehouse, you want to uh, divide the entire warehouse into zones and then different rows and columns. Basically, a bin is the smallest unit of space where you hold the items. So there's a convention. You can generate the bins. You put the prefix, like let's say ground floor. Is it a flat type or hanging type? So if it's a shelf where you keep the items one over other or stacked, it's a flat type. Or if it's a apparels or any type product which cannot be kept flat, you need to hang them. So you can have it a hanging type. And how many sections do you have? Let's say in the ground floor I have 4 sections. Each section has 2 aisles. Each aisles have 4 rows. Each rows have 2 columns. And what is the capacity? So you can say I can hold 10 in the one corner, one bin. You can give those information and simply click on save, and it will generate those bins for you. If you don't want to do this way, if you don't want to generate bins following the system convention, you can have your own Excel file. You simply give the name of the bins the way you want, download this as standard template and upload the file. This is how you can manage your bins and locations, and it's quite handy. Once all the items have their respective bins, when you create a pick list, those pick lists will show you this item is lying in which particular bin. So the picker goes to the that particular area of your warehouse, scans the bin and scans the item and do the picking, and the inventory gets deducted from there. So it becomes quite useful if you have proper system in place. Then you have products, suppliers. Setting up suppliers quite easy again. So yeah, this is all the overall high level features that I have told you. The order fulfillment of different types, like a simple order, simple in stock order, back order, drop ship, mixed order, pre-order. Then you have a lot to do with purchase order. You can set up a supplier price list, create a purchase order, manage the state of the purchase order, do the GRN. And then you have inventory management, where system has all the inventory categorization you have. You can do regular stock takes, stock allocations, also use the mobile app for that purpose, and manage your delivery centers and bins. Thank you.